And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym of Crypto, episode 885. Today is Thursday, February 3rd, 2022, and I'm King.
I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, and today's top stories: Wormhole token bridge loses $321 million in largest hack so far in 2022. Philly is ready for CityCoin, says City Council. Court victory precedent: IRS may not tax staking rewards until sold. PoS validator of the same article turns down IRS tax refund offer and pushes for clear policy on staking taxation. And last but not least, Bitcoin Education Center launches in El Salvador to boost adoption. But first and foremost, Bitcoin Zay, what is going on with these prices?
Yeah, so our prices for today, let me make sure I get this camera on straight. I don't know what Logitech is doing. But yes, our prices for today: Bitcoin sitting at $36,577, down 3%. Ethereum at $2,613, down 3% as well. Binance Coin sitting at $364 is down 2.4%. Cardano at $1.04 is down almost 1%. Solana at $97 is down 8.6% today. XRP at 59 cents, down 2.6%. Terra Luna at $49, down 4.2%. And last but not least, Polkadot sitting at $18.40, down 6.4%. And our biggest gainers for today, a bunch of nobodies, and who knows who these are: Silver Token, Indian Link, and Stobox Token, all up at least 220% today. So those are your biggest gainers, and most of the top coins took a nosedive.
You get 200. You get 200. You all get 200. Yeah, it's crazy to see that you still got those off coins that's doing their thing every day. All right, what else is going on? Really quick, want to give some shout outs to Toshi Slim, Fatima Boy, Wyatt, Riot, Chemo and Crypto, KB, John Bullware, Reno Gamble, Eyes, Ray, Goodness. Let's see. Says Zay doesn't sleep from Twitter sources to TGOC. What's going on? You be on Twitter all day? Richard Johnson, Crypto Chief. What's going on? Alpha Robins. All right, top story of the day. Someone asked us recently about a bridge and using the new bridge and everything. And as we told them, hey, even though it's cool and it's still beta. Bridges in general in this space, anything that's connecting blockchains, connecting protocols, anything that's connecting anything in this space is brand new. Trust me, it's literally brand new. It's beta. So with that being said, Wormhole token bridges loses $321 million in largest hack so far in 2022. Bitcoin, Zay, what is going on with this slacking they just received?
Oh man, so this is terrible to see that this token bridge lost 120,000 wETH tokens. They were removed from the platform, and this token bridge, they experienced a security exploit yesterday, resulting in this loss. And if you don't know, the Wormhole is a token bridge where you can send and receive crypto between Ethereum, Solana, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Avalanche, Oasis, and Terra without the use of a centralized exchange. However, this has resulted in the largest hack of 2022, the second largest DeFi hack to date. And of course, this huge hack, and the team is offering a $10 million bug bounty for the return of funds. First of all, if I get you back 321 million, I'm taking half. I don't get what
you think you'll get. You think I'm gonna take what's 10 million, like a percentage?
What you talking about? Yeah, if I figure out how to get it back, I'm getting 160, player. So like that Denzel meme, I'm leaving with something. So you ain't about to just play me.
But you sound like this YouTuber who said, yeah, I'm not returning nobody funds.
Exactly.
If you all didn't hear, a YouTuber and alleged thief publicly came out and refused to return investors' funds at their 750K rug pull. He said, yeah, I can give the money back. It's within my power, but I'm going to look out for myself and not do that. Bang, bang. That's what's happening in the space right now. So you're
tragic.
You're saying if you could get the $321 million, you wouldn't give it back for the 10 million.
No, hell no. And nobody should, because that is a low ball number. They just want to give somebody enough where it's like, oh yeah, well, you got it for us. Thank you. But it's like, no, if I didn't find this, you probably won't find too many more people that can do it, or it's going to take too much time. And that's terrible for your business. So the exploit, this is actually the second smart contract exploit in a token bridge in a week. Quibbit was exploited for 80 billion on Binance Smart Chain. I don't know why, but it seems like a lot of things on Binance Smart Chain are getting exploited right now.
You missed it yesterday. I said it. If it says Binance, Tron, What else we got in here? I'm sorry, Terra's too new for me, folks.
Oasis,
Avalanche,
what's
like
that?
those are all scam. Like, not saying those platforms are, but they breed scammers because they're so new. This is in beta.
Mhm. Yeah, always. And you got to think of them like that as tech projects, and they're just getting started. So these exploits, they haven't been audited the way they should. They haven't gone through rigorous transactions and settlements. So again, this is all a guess and speculation based on the tech that they're supposed to provide. And this is what happens. You get your shit took. So hopefully they get it back, but this doesn't look good for Wormhole crypto.
Yeah, for those who are wondering, the wETH, that's wrapped Ethereum. Essentially, it's Ethereum that you can use on these networks that is supposed to be one-to-one backed by Ethereum. But since it's actually on a protocol where it's not is Ethereum in and of itself, they call it wrapped Ethereum, where it's basically saying you have Ethereum. It's basically like a stable coin for a cryptocurrency within cryptocurrency, not to confuse you. But yeah, this is crazy. Like you said, $10 million. I mean, honestly, folks, that money's probably gone. As you said, we had 80 million last week. We talked about this yesterday when we were talking about the MetaMask or the different wallet hacks that's been going around, or the exploits attempted at the hacks. I'm telling you, it's happening on these chains that are brand new. And again, they breed scammers. So again, nothing wrong with the chain itself, but just be on the lookout. I keep seeing people talk about the best new thing that's out there and that's next. As I said yesterday, you're getting these airdrops and you're getting these high APYs on this stuff because you're not supposed. Yeah, it's brand new. You're testing it. You are the test. What's that say? They getting smacked around?
They get smacked around out here in these DeFi streets. And unfortunately, you got to pay tuition in this space. And this is what happens, man. You got to, hey, protect your neck.
There we go. Ron, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what else we got. I see some warriors in the chat. Reno Gamble said, let's get it. Rashu said, we can make a deal for 200 million. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, do you want 121 back or nothing? Like, you let me know. Oh, y'all don't want that 121 million. Oh, okay. Well, hey, you know what? You don't have to get nothing back. Let's see. It's funny as I know what. Let's see. It's like traveling over the Rocky Mountains for the first time as a European. I guess talking about DeFi. There we go. What else do we have? Good morning, peeps. What's going on? Credit K. Gil Remy said Facebook took a hit with that huge dip after earnings. How do you think this will impact? I don't know. That's the traditional market. And Facebook, just because they're creating a metaverse, doesn't mean that what they do will actually affect the entire metaverse. So I can't even really answer that. Just because Facebook's doing it, don't mean it affects the entire metaverse.
Yeah, I got up out of there a while ago.
Yeah. If you're wondering how it will affect Facebook's metaverse, then that's one thing. But if you're asking because Facebook had a bad earnings statement, how will this affect the entire metaverse? Like, this is what I'm talking about. They are like, let me get Facebook, Mark Cuban, Elon Musk, like, they're still new people. They're new organizations in this space. They noobs. They don't get shit. What you mean how it's going to affect it? It ain't going to affect shit. It ain't affected so far. It ain't going to affect it moving forward. Like, we killing that narrative. Hell no. They brand new. They don't got a metaverse. It's because they put their name at it. Like, what do you mean how it's going to affect it? Come on. Like, come on. We can't do that. All right. Philly is ready for CityCoin, says City Council. That's right. People, you either get down, you lay down. It's happening. The Philadelphia city government is enthusiastic about exploring a partnership with CityCoins to help boost its treasury with cryptocurrency. That's right. Philadelphia is on the cusp of following in the footsteps of Miami, Austin, and New York City by partnering with CityCoins to develop a crypto for the city of brotherly love. None other than the Miami CityCoin lead, Bitcoin Zay. What's going on with Philly? Bring this over to their city as well.
Oh man, well, just look at that. We had a discussion, me, Mike Sadler, and then my man Patrick Stanley, CEO of CityCoins, about Philly Coin. We had this discussion months ago, and would you look at that? All of a sudden, now Philadelphia's mayor, Jim Kennedy, has endorsed the concept and told us that he wants to be with CityCoins or have it. So now we have Philly. We got a couple other cities we're talking with right now: Atlanta, Detroit. It's already in Miami. Austin is coming. San Francisco is already coming. But you look at that. All of a sudden, game theory is playing out. You don't want to be the mayor that's left behind. You don't want to not have a treasury that is built without the city having to give out more money. And then you can use that treasury to help your city out. So I think Philadelphia would definitely benefit from this. And of course, everybody's trying to be like us down here in Miami. So if Philly mayor wants to shout out to me, I can give you some more city plans so you can get that going. And definitely glad to see it. But again, we keep saying CityCoins to me is the biggest project of 2022. So it's solidifies everything we've been saying.
There we go. Shout out to Mike as well. I do remember he brought up that Philly CityCoins, like I said, about a month or two ago. So to actually see it coming to fruition, that's crazy as I don't know what. And shout out to BBCO, his business as well. The Black Business Company is not just for Black businesses, but it's a search, like a Yelp for all businesses that are helping Black ones as well. So shout out to BBCO. Let's see what's going on. Michael Kennedy said, been super busy learning new code for automated auditing of smart contracts. Oh, nice. Oh, you just saw the question about spell because we did talk about that yesterday. Okay, cool. All of it is going through stacks. If so, you know what that means. That's right. Make sure you're checking out those stacks. All right, court victory precedent. Oh my goodness. Folks, this is why we keep saying, like, I can't believe this tax thing is like, we're even talking about crypto tax. We talk about this too much now, but the bottom line is that even they're trying, the regulators and government want to charge for crypto taxes, right? They want to tax us, but as India pointed out, it's still not even making a legal tender. They're taxing something and you still don't have any protection. So I'm glad to see these things come out because as we say, it's like playing whack-a-mole and they keep trying to tax shit they don't even understand. Like staking is so new. You're already trying to, oh, y'all making money. I want some money. I want some. Calm down. It's like the Tasmanian devil out here when it comes to money. But this Nashville couple's case against the IRS compared unclaimed and again, really quick, this is why it's so counterintuitive to even check that box and talk about your crypto stuff, because in the IRS eyes, they don't care. I got 100 Beanie Babies that was worth nothing yesterday. I just sold for 100 million. Well, they want a piece all of a sudden. Anyway, like they got the thing in the IRS where if you sold any illegal or illicit goods, if you sold drugs, the IRS wants their cut, even though the selling of drugs and narcotics is illegal. They still want their cut as far as their yearly dues. I say that to say, if you're already giving them taxes and stuff, this is my biggest worry and fear, and I think it's going to happen. In another 2 or 3 years, as guidance becomes clearer, and they're like, you know what, whether they grow a conscience and they say this is wrong to tax it, or it's just too difficult and doesn't make sense to tax certain parts, they will roll back taxes. And you've already been paying crypto taxes for 3, 4, 5, 6 years, you won't get your money back. Or if you do get it back, as in they say, oh, you're right, we do owe you money, we're going to award you this money. Have you ever really tried getting money back from your state? You're not getting that money back in a timely fashion. Go ahead, Zay.
Yeah, I was gonna say very, very long and drawn out process.
Bro, I think Michigan still owe me money from 2010, bro, 2011. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I know I ain't getting it back.
Yeah, if you dig deep into it, all right, the Jarretts, which is the name of the family, the Nashville couple, they filed a complaint for 8,876 Tezos that were created. They found out it was not income and shouldn't have been taxed. So then they had to give them a refund. Now, how long this refund took to take, the 3,793 that they paid is what they're giving back. How long it takes to get paid back, we don't know. But that's the thing. How many people will have to do this just because people are saying they're scared of, well, I don't know the taxation around state. It's a gray area. Nobody knows. That's the problem is since nobody knows, now you have things like this happening where people have to get their staking given back to them. And this does set a good precedent because it shows that, all right, well, staking is basically wide open now. You can, any staking rewards that you get, as long as you don't cash it out or as long as you don't sell it, hey,
they actually put traded as well, which is crazy too. So yeah, like you can stake all over the place, keep it in the wallet.
What are y'all doing?
Like, what,
just stop trying to control it.
What is it? Because to me, also, when they say trade, and this is where again, they think they're smart. It's such a shame. They think they're smart, but they're going at the, I wish I did have the capital to sit in front of the Congress or to sit in front of the IRS. Like, okay, so you're saying if you trade, it gets taxed or whatever. Cross-atomic swaps are called cross-atomic swaps to prevent you from having to actually go to the exchange and trade. So are you now telling me a cross-atomic swap is being considered a trade?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. What are we doing here?
Okay, what's an airdrop? Do you consider that a gift? Because you can check the box for gifts. That was a gift. It was an airdrop from wherever. How do you tax that? And that's the thing. They're all over the place because they don't understand the technology fully. You can't because things change every 2 weeks. I mean, we have a whole new industry coming every 2 weeks or every 2 months. How can you figure out tax law around that? Just make it up as you go, hope people comply, and then give refunds to people that actually fight it. So again, they got their hands full.
I mean, the bottom line is this, and yeah, shout out to somebody just said it in the chat, Jamal. Shout out to Jamal. Jamal J, what's been going on? I ain't seen Jamal J in a while. Listen, folks, I'm gonna put this on a soundboard, but the bottom line is when you're dealing with game, if a nickel bag gets sold in the park, I want to taste. Okay, I don't care what's going on. If your little daughter got a little lemonade stand going on, I want to taste, and not just that sweet lemonade either. All right, I want that dollar. I want that payola.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what you got? 75 cents over here? Look like you got 33 cents when I get done with you.
I know, out there like Ed Onceler. You got a lemonade stand,
bro. You just took it back to Onceler. Hey, you already know.
Ed Onceler. Shout out to the Boondocks fans.
That was a hilarious episode right there. Let's keep going with this story really quick. I wanted to actually piggyback on it. It was a two-part story. This POS, as they call it, proof of stake validator, that turned down the IRS tax refund offer. We're talking about the Jarretts. They actually turned it down, and they're pushing for clear policy on staking taxation. Shout out to them, because that is what makes it stand and get you in a news article. This Tezos validator, again, who took the IRS to court to argue that staking rewards should be treated as created property rather than income. They actually chose to forego a victory and engage in that court battle that can eventually result in actual policy change. So again, this is where the IRS will be like, the government thinks they're so smart, which they are, don't get me wrong, but these are the parts they're gonna make a mistake at. You try to take all the money from everybody in crypto. Hey, airdrop, staking this, we don't even know what these words mean, we want it. And here's the thing. The Senate committee, when it was grilling Mark Zuckerberg, I believe, they didn't even know what a Finsta was, a fake Instagram account. They didn't understand what fake accounts were and why people would create fake accounts or why they would use them. But you expect me to believe they understand airdrops and cross-atomic swaps and all these technical things. They don't even know what a fake Finsta is. But
bridges, DeFi,
So my point is the IRS, as they try to go after all these things they don't even understand, this is where they're going to fuck up. They're going to take the wrong person. They're going to go after the wrong person, as they've already done the Jarretts. The Jarretts are going to take them to court. And when the IRS said, oh, you know what? We made a mistake. We're going to give you your money back, because they're hoping to just, it's the IRS, it's gang. When does the gang ever be like you? When has a big ass gang member ever went up to a civilian and said, you won, I quit?
Yeah, exactly.
No. Now, if they find out you calling the police or you about to mess up their business, then they like, here go, bro. I ain't trying to. But my point is, essentially, that's what happened. The Jarretts called the feds. They called in the favor. They like, oh, you trying to come after my money? Well, fine. We're going to push back, which they did with that court case. And instead of accepting the victory, which I'm happy to see, they're like, oh, hell no. We don't even want your money. We're good. We got more airdrops. We're good to go on money. We don't like the way you're doing business. And next thing you know, now the IRS is on the front page and everybody's finding out, hey, as long as you don't technically transfer your airdrops to an exchange, because the only way you can actually trade in this market, to my knowledge, is through an exchange. Trading through your or swapping through your apps is exactly what it says. It's called a cross-atomic swap. Look it up. It came out in late 2016, early 2017. Before cross-atomic swaps, you did have to trade. You did have to go to exchanges. Ever since cross-atomic swaps, you have not had to trade. So again, they keep trying to play these games, and they're literally going to shoot themselves in the foot towards like, so what you're saying is, as long as I don't put my crypto on an exchange or I don't cash it out, then it's all go, which is what it sounds like to me. And I'm okay with that, actually. I'm okay with that one. There we go. Because the end game of Bitcoiners anyway isn't even sell Bitcoin, it's to stay on the crypto-based diet regardless. So yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. Never sell it, never send it back to exchange. We can't tax it. That's fair. You put it back in exchange, you sell it, we get a piece. All right. We're starting to make a little bit more sense in this whole thing, but this is crazy. But the only way we're actually going to move forward is to educate people, and we're starting to see this now. Shout out to Bitcoins Day. I mentioned it yesterday. The mayor of Miami shouted him out for all his hard work down there, and then also you were part of a ribbon cutting ceremony for a new education center. If you can tell us more about it, but it looks like that's the next thing that's about to play out in game theory. If we want people to start accepting using cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, is everybody who uses it, who accepts it? No one's understanding it. Well, there's the easy fix: education. And this even goes into the fact for the people, you know, we haven't got this a lot, but we do understand, you know, we understand the market. Like no matter how you cut it, to the majority of the population here in the United States and on the planet, $2,000 is a lot of money. So we do understand from a relative point of view, our class could be considered expensive for some. However, relatively to the value you get back is not expensive. And also, as we move forward, when I'm saying this because when you start to see these college courses and college classes pop up that are literally going to be teaching you the same thing as we are, watch the price points. We've already seen some popping up at MIT, some other places, but they're talking about 10 to 15K for classes. So I'm glad to see that education centers are popping up, as we saw in Miami, which Bitcoin Zay is going to talk about, as well as here. Bitcoin Education Center launches in El Salvador to boost adoption. What's going on with these Bitcoin education centers that are popping up everywhere? You actually, before the show, was telling me about the one you guys have in Miami, and you're telling me it's time to come down. What's going on?
Hey, man. Yeah, I'm trying to bring King down to Miami. I'm trying, y'all. It's hard to get him out of LA. I understand because I love LA too. But Bitcoin education is the second most important thing to Bitcoin itself, because I don't know anybody that has 100 hours worth of Bitcoin knowledge and crypto knowledge and just in general blockchain knowledge and then says it's not going to work. 100 hours at least. I think Michael Saylor coined that. You'll be good. So yeah, definitely at Florida Memorial University, we'll be housing the Miami Bitcoin Academy. But as you can see here, El Salvador, they say right here, 90% of El Salvadorians describe their knowledge of Bitcoin as poor and non-existent. So what do? You open centers where you can educate people in person, because we can talk all day online, but people really appreciate it when you can show them in person. They can see you're a real person. They can touch you, reach out to you. You have events. So it's good to have these. And Paxful announced the launch of La Casa del Bitcoin. Shout out to Ray Paxful, he's in Miami all the time, but he's also in El Salvador, to enable this educational training center to learn about Bitcoin. So again, you have to realize, even in El Salvador or here in Miami, where I'm starting Miami Bitcoin Academy, that is the second most important thing to Bitcoin itself. Having it, owning it, keeping your wealth is cool, but learning about it is also important. So shout out to them, and I wish them the best, because again, in Miami, we're doing the same thing.
I mean, again, folks, this is happening. And that's why I keep telling people whenever they're like, well, people don't do this, point of sale systems, you don't have it here, you can't do it. Like, again, these are all technical issues. It's happening. Within 24 hours, 2 Bitcoin education centers had a ribbon cutting. One on one side of the world in El Salvador, where my camera at. One in El Salvador and one in Miami, through the gym and the crypto. Like, this is happening. So it's crazy to see. And for those who are still the naysayers, I know there's not many that actually come to the channel or are naysayers, but people you may talk to and stuff. I mean, tell them these things. Tell them these things are happening, because do you really think we're going backwards, folks? We started with bad lighting and best altcoins we buy. Bitcoins, they had hair, people. He had hair, I tell you. And now we are here opening up education centers, still doing this thing on YouTube. Like, my point is, do you really think as individuals, him and I are going to go backwards? Like, folks, this thing is happening.
Oh, yeah.
It is happening. Really quick, couple of comments I saw. Hexagon Man, thank you for the tip. If government makes the Taliban the 10th biggest military by funding them and weaponizing them, you're getting me going early this morning. Am I funding the Taliban by paying taxes? What's worse, funding or not? Hilarious. But listen, take it up with the government. I just saw the headlines today about how we killed the ISIS leader or whatever. Right underneath the headline, for those who don't know, it's also saying children were killed in that. So yeah, it's an ugly thing. It's crazy to see these geopolitics. But that's why Bitcoin is for peace and fiat currency is for war, because at the end of the day, most Bitcoiners aren't using their Bitcoin to start fights and wars. They're giving their
Bitcoin, not bombs, baby. Yeah, Bitcoin, not bombs.
There we go. Bitcoin, not bombs.
Every time you move your money out of the fiat system, you move it away from their budget, and it takes some time, but it's possible. You're right.
Here we go. Sergeant Crypto, thank you for the tip, as always, Sergeant Crypto. Hey, Sergeant Crypto, speaking of which, I'll probably tweet it or something one day. I screenshot it because we're going to get our Discord going back. So some of the people who are still in the old Discord, who still were in there, we'll probably give you like a few months free membership type of deal. But one of your comments was still in Discord from 2018, and it was hilarious. I had a screenshot. It was talking about CBDCs, and I was like, people don't even know, bro. We had like a whole Discord in 2018 talking CBDCs and everything else that was going on. So I had to screenshot that as a cool little receipt. But this is Sergeant Crypto again. He said, bruh, NETA, NETA, just gave a stimulus drop worth $11,000 to $15,000 in the Cosmos ecosystem. That's a down payment on the car or crib. They can't stop it. Not just that one, folks. I'll be doing a video. I'll probably do it this weekend. We're going to do it for members, and we may even add it probably to the masterclass. But essentially, all the possible airdrops of this year was Arbitrum. People were talking about ZK, whatever, and all these different protocols. I'm going to go play around the different protocols, provide liquidity, whatever, for a couple of days, just to get the possible airdrops. But yes, I mean, you're talking about a $15,000 airdrop. And here's the crazy thing. That's a $15,000 airdrop you will only ever know about if you're dealing with Ned Flanders. If you're dealing with Buddy who had the rug pull for $750,000 and say he ain't giving it back, you really think he gonna tell anybody he got a $15,000 airdrop? And then last but not least, Zay, I gotta say, this is another reason why the airdrops shouldn't be taxed anyway. Again, you're getting the airdrops, you're getting them, like any reward you get in the space is because you had to earn it. So
it should be gifts. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You just put them on as gifts. If you make it anything on a tax form, it's a gift.
Well, my thing is too, he said the Cosmos ecosystem. We just saw a $321 million hack. The opposite could also happen. While everybody's playing around and experimenting in these beta ecosystems and tunnels and everything, they can lose money. Iron or Titan finance could happen. We talked about it in masterclass.
And then how many people get an airdrop they don't know about? I know plenty of people. They check an old wallet and they're like, oh, I got this airdrop. They don't even know.
How many scam airdrops are out there now? Dust attack. So again, the IRS isn't even ready to have this. This is like, to me, this is like a man or a woman talking about marriage, and then you start talking about the nitty gritty. What's your credit score? What do you think about kids? Like, do you want to raise them? Do you want to whip them? Like, you start asking the real questions. Y'all figure out, whoa, you don't even
fall apart. Yeah, I'm
not even know you're talking about a real relationship. You don't even know what you're talking about right now. So I look at it the same way. The IRS, I get it. You're money hungry as the government is, as our country. We're capitalists. I get it. But you're about to put your foot in the mouth. I strongly think the government and regulator stance until I would say 2025 should be hands off, don't touch. Hey, y'all got another 3 to 4 years to go fucking crazy. Make as much as you can, trade, flip, whatever. Because again, we keep thinking about the positives. In this whole cycle, there's people losing money. Like, stop. We got to stop forgetting about the people losing money. For every person who get a $15,000 airdrop, there was someone else who did something wrong, who lost another $5,000 or $6,000 and $3,000 or $1,000 or $800, $400 gas fees. Like, people are losing money too. So the airdrop is a gift. All right. Last but not least, I know Bitcoins, they got to go. Hexagon, man, thank you for the tip. Biggest airdrop in history, all ERC20 tokens. Oh, man. All right. You let us on, but I'm going to read it. All ERC20 tokens are finna get copied. And he did say Fin as well. He said FIN. Fin get copied for free and airdrop on post chain for free. 4 times faster blocks, not your keys, not your cheese. Really quick, I'll say this. Folks, you cannot say a new project has faster blocks when it's not even launched. Come on. Like, come on. We got to stop doing this. It's making me mad. Your project is not fast if no one uses it. Stop it. All right. Let's say it.
Like I said, would you rather drive in Wyoming or would you rather sit in traffic in LA?
Listen, put anticipated 4 times faster blocks. I hope it happens for the project, but let's put anticipated. Other than that, that's the show for today. I know Bitcoins, they got to run. So do I. Zay, was any last minute notes?
None for me. Like I said, make sure you get the masterclass, and yeah, can't wait for Fuck Bitcoin Fridays tomorrow. Make sure you join in. It should be good. It's gonna be debating socialism.
Yep, there we go. Fuck Bitcoin Fridays. I guess we debating socialism something.
Yeah, my man said he gonna jump on the one I was telling you about.
Listen, you know I'm a capitalist too, for real. So
that's what I said. It's Bitcoin free market versus socialism. We can have a full discussion. It don't even got to be a debate.
Hey, I know you're watching today. Do your homework because you think you're gonna go against Zay tomorrow. I'm about to sub Zay out. He might just be a moderator. Hey, what?
I've done enough debating. You got
it. before you leave, real quick, I'm gonna say this. Y'all think I worked this hard and get this far and starting to come here? And you think I'm about to go back? What? Man, what? Capitalism is strong and alive. It's not going anywhere over my dead body. We didn't go this far to start giving shit back.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, that's the show for today. Hey, Heskin, man, gave us another tip. Hey, you know what's up, Heskin? Hey, way to slide that in there. I'm not even mad. Hey, smash that like and share, folks. Check out the masterclass, and we will see you all tomorrow. Some more crypto, Bitcoin, blockchain news. Cheers. Was that? You didn't even say cheers, but you said.